Welcome, brothers, to a space where we explore the profound journey of marriage, not as a battleground for control, but as a garden where leadership blossoms through love. We yearn to be a source of strength and stability for our wives, to build a partnership founded on deep mutual respect and understanding. It's not about imposing our will, but about inspiring connection and growth together. The truth is, the old paradigms of dominance and control are not only outdated, they are detrimental to the sacred bond of marriage. What our wives truly seek, and what our faith often guides us towards, is a leadership rooted in compassion, wisdom, and unwavering integrity. They look for a partner who can navigate challenges with a calm heart and a clear mind, someone who listens deeply and acts with intention. This isn't about being a boss, but about being a beacon, a guiding light that illuminates the path forward for the family, fostering an environment of trust and emotional safety. In today's video, I'm truly excited to share with you 10 powerful insights, blending timeless psychological principles with the profound wisdom of Islamic teachings. These aren't quick fixes, but deep-rooted strategies to help you lead your wife confidently, with the kind of wisdom and respect that nurtures her spirit and strengthens your bond. We're going to explore how to inspire, not dominate, how to build up, not break down, and how to cultivate a love that is both gentle and resilient. Are you ready to transform your approach and deepen your connection? Let's begin. It's often said that actions speak louder than words, and nowhere is this truer than within the intimate space of marriage. Your wife, more than anyone, observes your responses, your demeanor, your consistency. If you aspire to cultivate an atmosphere of peace and understanding, it must begin within you. When disagreements arise, your ability to remain calm, to approach the situation with wisdom rather than reactivity, sets the entire tone. Think of yourself as the captain of a ship navigating a storm. If the captain panics, the crew and passengers will undoubtedly feel that fear and instability. When you embody qualities like patience, thoughtful consideration, and emotional resilience, especially during moments of tension or conflict, your wife will naturally begin to mirror that energy. This is the power of leading by example. In a world saturated with noise and constant communication, there's an undeniable power in knowing when to speak, and just as importantly, when to remain silent. A man who truly understands his own mind and heart doesn't feel the need to fill every silence with words, or to over-explain his every thought and action. His words, when spoken, are chosen with intention, clarity, and purpose. This isn't about being aloof or uncommunicative. It's about understanding the economy of language and the impact of well-chosen phrases. When you learn to articulate your thoughts concisely, to state your position or your feelings clearly and directly, your wife will learn to listen more intently. The principle here is that the less you speak, especially when it comes to justifications or defensive arguments, the more significant your words become when you do choose to share them. This is the art of making every word count, of speaking with a quiet authority that commands attention without demanding it. Conflict is an inevitable part of any human relationship, including marriage. It's not the presence of disagreement that defines the health of your bond, but how you navigate those disagreements together. One of the most significant ways you can lose your footing and indeed your leadership in these moments is by allowing your emotions to hijack the conversation. True leadership in a marital disagreement isn't about winning the argument or proving you're right. It's about guiding the interaction towards understanding and resolution. If you can maintain your composure, listen actively, and respond thoughtfully rather than reactively, you create a space for de-escalation. This emotional stability on your part is not a sign of weakness or detachment, but a profound demonstration of inner strength and mature leadership, the kind that builds bridges instead of burning them. A man's journey of self-improvement is a continuous endeavor, one that profoundly impacts not only his own well-being, but also the dynamics of his relationships, especially his marriage. When you are actively engaged in bettering yourself, whether it's through advancing your career, managing your finances responsibly, expanding your knowledge, or nurturing your physical and mental health, you radiate a sense of purpose and vitality. This isn't about achieving perfection, but about the commitment to growth. This dedication to becoming the best version of yourself naturally enhances your attractiveness and commands respect both from yourself and from your partner. Financial stability, achieved through hard work and prudent management, alleviates many common stressors in a marriage. Mental strength, resilience, a positive outlook, the ability to handle pressure, allows you to be a pillar of support for your wife and family, especially during challenging times. When your wife sees you consistently working on yourself, not out of vanity, but out of a desire to be a better man, a better partner, and a better provider, her respect for you will only deepen. The concept of silence in a relationship, particularly after a disagreement or when boundaries have been crossed, is often misunderstood. It's crucial to differentiate between a punitive, emotionally charged silence intended to wound, and a strategic, reflective silence designed to create space for understanding and course correction. When I speak of using silence strategically, it is never about weakness, nor is it about inflicting punishment. Instead, it's about recognizing moments when words are failing, when emotions are too high, and when a pause can be more constructive than continued engagement. This form of silence is an act of self-control and an invitation for introspection for both parties. When used wisely and sparingly, this strategic pause can be a way to uphold your dignity and encourage self-awareness in your partner, all without resorting to disrespectful words or actions yourself. Boundaries are the invisible fences that protect the sanctity and respect within any healthy relationship. They define what is acceptable and what is not, ensuring that both partners feel safe, valued, and understood. As a leader in your marriage, it's your responsibility not only to understand your own boundaries, but also to communicate them clearly and maintain them with calm consistency. This isn't about being rigid or controlling, it's about self-respect and teaching others how you expect to be treated. The most effective way to communicate your limits is to do so once, clearly and calmly, without anger or excessive emotion. If a boundary is crossed again after you've clearly stated it, your response should ideally be through action or a calm restatement followed by an action, rather than engaging in repeated, fruitless arguments about the same issue. This calm firmness is a hallmark of true leadership. For many of us, our faith provides a profound and timeless compass for navigating all aspects of life, and marriage is certainly no exception. In Islam, the example of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, offers us the most beautiful and comprehensive model of leadership within a marriage. His conduct with his wives was characterized by a remarkable balance. He was gentle and affectionate, deeply considerate of their feelings and needs. Yet he was also firm in upholding principles of justice, fairness, and righteousness, following the Sunnah, the traditions and practices of the Prophet, peace be upon him. In your marriage means striving to embody these qualities. It means being kind and generous with your affection and your provisions, ensuring that your wife receives all her due rights as prescribed by our faith, rights to kindness, financial support, good companionship, and respect. This gentleness and care are fundamental aspects of Islamic leadership in the home, creating an atmosphere of love and mercy, or mawaddah wa rahmah, that the Quran speaks of. By seeking to emulate the prophetic example, you strive for a leadership that is both compassionate and principled, fostering a marriage that is not only harmonious but also spiritually uplifting. One of the deepest human needs, and one that is particularly resonant for women in a marriage, is the need for emotional safety. Your wife needs to feel that with you, she is secure, cherished, and defended. A powerful way to cultivate this profound sense of trust and admiration is by being her staunchest protector in public and her wisest, most gentle guide in private. Protecting her publicly means standing up for her, defending her honor, and ensuring she is never made to feel small or disrespected by others, whether they are family, friends, or strangers. When she sees you consistently take her side and shield her from external negativity or unfair criticism, it builds an incredible bond of loyalty and security. Conversely, when it comes to guidance or correction, that is best offered in the sanctity and privacy of your relationship. This delicate balance, being her unwavering shield in the eyes of the world and her thoughtful, loving guide behind closed doors, is a cornerstone of respectful leadership that nurtures deep admiration and unwavering trust. In the journey of marriage, while partnership and consultation are absolutely vital, there is also a distinct need for clear, confident leadership, especially when it comes to making important decisions for the family. This doesn't mean being autocratic or dismissing your wife's input, far from it. True leadership involves taking ultimate responsibility, and part of that responsibility is to make informed, thoughtful decisions after due consideration. Consultation is a cornerstone of a healthy Islamic marriage and a respectful partnership. Shura, or mutual consultation, is highly encouraged. However, after listening, after weighing the options, there are times when you, as the man of the house, need to be prepared to make the final call and take ownership of the outcome. This confident, responsible decision-making is a key element in fostering respect and trust in your leadership. In our hyper-connected world, the idea of being unavailable can sometimes feel counterintuitive, especially in a close relationship like marriage. However, there's a subtle but important psychological principle at play: that which is always readily available can sometimes be taken for granted. This isn't about playing games or intentionally creating distance to manipulate emotions. Rather, it's about maintaining your own individual identity, pursuing your personal goals, and understanding that a healthy relationship thrives when both partners have spaces to grow and recharge independently. By focusing on your own mission, your work, your spiritual practices, or your personal development, you create a natural sense of purpose and direction that is inherently attractive. This occasional unavailability can actually enhance the quality of your time together. The key is balance. Being present and attentive when it matters most, but also maintaining your own frame and purpose, which ensures that your value is recognized and your energy remains potent and respected within the relationship. So, as we draw this conversation to a close, my hope is that these insights have sparked a new perspective on what it truly means to lead in your marriage. Remember, this journey of leadership is not about exerting power or demanding obedience. It's a far more profound calling. It's about cultivating an environment of deep respect, unwavering strength, and gentle wisdom. It's about becoming the kind of man whose character, integrity, and love naturally inspire your wife to trust your guidance and cherish your presence in her life. Strive to be the man she looks up to, not because you are perfect, but because you are committed to growth, to understanding, and to leading with a heart full of compassion and a mind guided by principle. Be the calm in her storm, the voice of reason in confusion, and the steady hand that guides your family towards a future filled with love, harmony, and shared purpose. This kind of leadership doesn't create arguments. It builds bridges of connection and fosters a partnership where both of you can flourish. I'm truly interested to hear your thoughts. Which of these tips spoke to you the most? Which one do you feel could make the most immediate impact in your relationship? Please share your reflections in the comments below. Your experiences enrich our entire community. And if you found value in our discussion today, please don't forget to like this video, share it with other men who might benefit, and subscribe for more content on harnessing positive masculine energy, understanding marriage psychology, and drawing from timeless Islamic wisdom. Thank you for joining me.